This is genuinely not a clickbait video at all. You're gonna feel like you've been clickbaited even after I tell you it really is gonna feel like you've been clickbaited when I tell you the one and only and best way that you can be better at Path of Exile, that you can make more money, that you can be more successful just in general in Path of Exile, because I feel that if you're being honest with yourself, if you're the target of this video, if you're the person that I'm trying to speak to, you know somewhere deep down in your heart that it's true. There's a term that I've been using for a very long time, and it was said recently in the podcast with Chris Wilson, and that term is min-maxing the fun out of Path of Exile. And while I do believe that optimization can be fun for some, it generally can get in the way of actually having fun a lot of the time. I don't know if you feel the same way as I do, but so many times in video games, I min-max the fun out of them. Or I try to do something that I know is just not really feasible, and I know that I'll never be able to actually accomplish it. This happened to me very recently with Rogue Legacy 2 when it came out. In Rogue Legacy 2, if you've played that game, you'll know that there's a section that you get to where there's these little challenges that you can take each of the different classes, and you can kind of do this challenge, and you're trying to get like an S+++ rank, right? The problem is that I was playing that game, having a lot of fun, and then I got to these challenges, and I started working on the challenges, and I couldn't continue going forward until I had gotten the highest possible rank on all of the classes. And my brain, for some reason, just wouldn't let me move forward because I'm like, well, I really want to get all this done. I want to make sure that I get these challenges done, and then I can complete the rest of the game, right? I'll just rush them through. It'll be easy. I'll have no problem. You know, quick 10 minutes, each one will be done, right? But it honestly doesn't really work that way. I ended up getting a bunch of the challenges done, but by the time that I found myself finishing up with most of the challenges, I was like, well, kind of don't want to play the game anymore. And I feel like that happens to a lot of people in Path of Exile, is that you see these videos, and my videos included, where people are like, you need to be doing this, or you need to be doing that, or you have to play this build, you have to play that build, you have to do this, you have to do that. And you get this sense of urgency, and it's the kind of thing that keeps the content machine going. It's the kind of thing that gets, you know, people riled up about PoEs, like, yeah, man, I have to play this build, or man, I really got to jump on this currency making, you know, guide, because if I don't, it's not going to work anymore. And the thing that you actually have to realize, and the thing that I've been trying to tell myself more in recent time, is that at the very end of the day, the number one lesson that you need to take away from this video, if anything, is that you will be most efficient and you will have the best time playing Path of Exile if you actually do things that are fun and that you enjoy. If you sit around and force yourself to play builds or do strategies that you don't actually enjoy just because it's going to get you enough like currency or whatever it is to be able to do those things that you want to enjoy later, some of you might be able to do that and you might be okay with that, but I feel like the vast majority of you understand what I'm talking about. Someone will be like, haha, seismic traps, you gotta play seismic traps. This league, man, seismic traps is so good. You should play seismic trap. Make sure that you play seismic trap. But you really don't like seismic traps. You're like, you know, I really want to be successful this league, and I don't want to have any mess ups, and I want to have enough currency that I can play the builds that I want to play, and this is going to be my league, so I guess I better play seismic trap, and I guess I better do bossing. But you don't like traps, and you don't like bossing, and you don't really want to do any of that. All that you want to do is you want to play with your favorite skill, static strike, and you want to play a static strike berserker because you have wrong opinions in this game, and that's what you want to do. Now, I'm not suggesting that you play a static strike berserker. We're not going that far, okay? You got to be reasonable here when we're talking about what you got to do. But if you can find a build that you actually enjoy, even if it's not the most optimal build out there, but it's a build that you enjoy, a build that you can spend time playing, and a build that can get some stuff done. For example, the build that I found last league was this Spell Slinger Ice Nova Inquisitor Fanaticism build, which is honestly a hot mess, and I don't suggest that very many people play it. I'm going to be making a league start guide about it, but I really like it. I enjoy it. It makes me want to play the game. I like creating the gear for it. The concept is super interesting. It can do pretty much all the content in the game, but man, is it a headache to play sometimes. But I enjoy that headache. You might not. So you really have to find things that you actually enjoy doing. This is including currency. Yeah, there was a strategy last league that I saw a video from Sushi that was talking about like rolling sextants in your hideout for like 18 hours to get a headhunter. Yeah, that works. It does. But guess what? After like, I don't know, 30 minutes of trying that on stream, I literally wanted to re-roll IRL. It's like, it was blowing my mind and making me just, you know, not want to play PoE anymore. And it's things like that you kind of feel like you get forced into doing, and then you just find yourself not having fun, and then you quit, and then you don't come back. And I feel that if more people just sat down, realized that you can play and do whatever it is you want in PoE and still be efficient and still make currency, but you don't have to do all of these crazy things. You don't have to get caught up in the cycle. Now, as a content creator, I'm subjected to the whims of the cycle, right? I gotta be like, yeah, play this build is really good, and even if I believe that, you don't have to listen to me. I know I'm kind of like pulling back the veil a little bit, and I'm not really supposed to speak about these things, but I feel pretty strongly about it. And I don't feel that you're gonna hear this a lot, so I'm trying to tell you now. If you take nothing else from, my content, if you take nothing else from what you have experienced with me, if watching my videos, watching my stream, whatever it is, just take away that you really do genuinely need to find things in your life that you actively enjoy, right? Whether it be food, a diet, running, exercising, lifting weights, kayaking, whatever it might be in your life, if you actually enjoy the thing that you're doing, you're much, much, much more likely to stick to it. And that includes PoE. So go find something that you actually enjoy in this game. Don't get caught up in all the hype of playing this build, or doing this strategy, or feeling like you gotta do this or that, or whatever else it is. Just try to have fun. Because if you can have fun and try to be efficient at the same time, you'll be surprised how much further you can go, instead of just being like, well, gotta play this min-max build and do this min-max strategy until I literally hate the game. Remember, boys, if you enjoy my content or this video ends up helping you out, give this video a like, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest videos, and stay safe out there in raid class. And I'll see you guys in 3.18 Sentinel League.